Hi guys, so I want to talk to you today about launching your Beachbody business. And so I like to kind of think of this the same way as if you were opening up a restaurant, you would talk about it, you would promote it, you would market it, you would put out flyers, you would talk to your friends and family, you would ask them to talk to your friends and family because it was your business and because people that love you and want to support you are going to do that. So I want you to make sure that you are focusing on how uh, connecting with other people and letting them help you in helping to talk to more people. So friends and family, I think that that's your warm market. That's the people that you need to be talking to when you first start as a coach. But they're also kind of sometimes going to be the hardest sell for people. I mean, people that genuinely want to support you may say, hey, yeah, let me do that with you. It sounds awesome. Or they may say, they may be a little bit extra skeptical and be like, April, she's doing something else crazy. Who knows what she's doing? Let's see if it works. So that may be the case. So they're watching. So just know that whatever you do now and your results, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, okay, maybe I need to join her. So, but basically you just can't just expect people to think like, oh, I'm posting workout selfies, they can come to me. Nope, that's not the case. They need to know that all they need to do is message you or, do whatever you're telling them in your call to action post in order to be able to join you. So whether it's be talking about your next challenge group, whether it's talking about joining your team as a coach, you have to let them know what they need to do to join you, because sometimes people just post their sweaty selfies at the gym. How is that any different from what you're doing, So you need to make sure that you're being very clear. So what I want to do today is kind of show you a little bit of examples of how some other coaches have done it. But basically, I want you to find a picture that's something important to you. So maybe it's you and your family, maybe it's you and your baby, maybe it's you and your loved one, maybe it's you and your dog, whatever. I want you to find a picture that you look at and just kind of like makes your heart warm and fuzzy. And so, you can add words to it, you can filter it. I don't post anything on Instagram without using a filter. I love my filters. Camera Plus, like with the plus sign, is my favorite. Here's some of the apps that I use a lot. So I've got Camera Plus up there. Don't judge me, my nails need done so bad. iMovie for photos, Perfect 365 if you need to whiten your teeth or you're having a bad makeup day. Let's see, Moldiv is a good one. Split Pick is for if you want to kind of like have a camera effect. Whiteogram, top over there, that makes things square. So for Instagram, Aviary and WordSwag, those are like my favorites. So I honestly usually filter every picture I put on Instagram because if you're going to post a picture and it's like a tuna salad that looks like cat puke, I'm sorry, but nobody's going to stop their scroll for that. So I feel that with such a short attention span for people, almost every picture I post on Instagram is going to be filtered because I want it to be scroll stopping. And if my photo's not scroll stopping, then they're going to just keep on going. So if you look at my pictures on Instagram, you can see that they're bright, they're filtered, they're eye-catching, things like that. So it's also important to go through and look and say, if I have to scroll more than like 6 to 9 photos for a transformation of myself, it's been too long. So let me tell you right now, I'm going to tell on myself, it's been, I had to scroll too long. But I did just do a video yesterday, and this was kind of cool. And I did a video of like my entire postpartum from pregnancy to postpartum and put words on it. And that was very well received. So I did do that at least. But anyways, enough about me. Get vulnerable. So tell people, find that picture, edit it, and then in the text, this is what you're going to want to do. Why did you decide to become a coach? Obviously, you're not going to tell people I became a coach because I want the money. Nobody's going to sign up for you if that's your why. So it's really important for you to kind of figure out, why did you become a coach? Is it because you started feeling better and you wanted to pay it forward? Is it because that you want to be a stay-at-home mom and you want to be able to provide for your family financially and be the best version of yourself? Is it because you hated yourself and, weighed yourself 5 times a day and cried yourself to sleep because you felt like the scale defined you? I've had a past with eating disorders, self-confidence issues. I want to talk about that. Obviously not everything all at once, so people aren't like, wow, this girl's a hot mess, but enough that you get your story across and people can relate to you. So, maybe it looks like, maybe it's scary. Maybe you have to push play and like walk away. That's okay. It's totally normal. I remember like having butterflies the first time I like shared my part about having an eating disorder. I shared it on Facebook before I even like told my mom about it. And I mean, it had been years past that I went through it, but I put that sucker on Facebook before I even talked to my mom about it. Like, and that was the scariest freaking thing. But honestly, it was like such a weight lifted, and I had it's crazy the amount of people that connected with me because of that. And actually now, I've been a coach for 5 years, but do I share that I've gone through eating disorders enough? I don't think so. I think I need to talk about it more because I'm always getting new followers because I posted about it 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. People that are following me now don't know. So it's so important to know that it's your story is always changing. Your why is always going to be changing, and you need to continuously share that. So back to the reason why I have this call is talking about launching your business and making a post about it. So take something vulnerable. You're open for business, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. When is your challenge group going to be? Put a date on it so people know like they need to talk to you by X date. I love to say, even if you have an ongoing group and it's, you don't have an exact start date, like pick 2 Mondays from now and make that be your start date. The first challenge group you run, you're going to do it with your coach. So don't feel like freaked out. You need to do it yourself. Do it with your coach. And then you'll, then the next month, if you want to do one where you run it and you pick another coach to run it with you, or your coach is in there with you helping. And then, after that, then you're on your own. So I always invite my new coaches to join me and put their people into my group because I want to make sure that, I'm supporting you. You don't have to add something else to your already overgrowing to-do list in the first month as a coach. So find your why and talk about that in your post. So for me, when I first became a coach, I became a coach because I had $7 in my bank account. I worked 3 jobs. I lived paycheck to paycheck. My husband and I were miserable. We never saw each other. And I wanted financial freedom. I wanted to learn to love myself. I didn't want to hate myself anymore. I didn't want to still have to constantly be battling these eating disorder thoughts and thinking, oh, well, I could eat this and then I could just make myself, go to the bathroom and it would be all okay. And at the beginning, I was still having those thoughts. So I wasn't in this like amazing place. I was still really struggling internally with learning to love myself. So that's another reason why it's so important to talk to people about your struggles so they know that you don't have to be perfect to be a coach. And that helps them to see that if she can do it, I can do it kind of thing. And I'm always trying to come across as real. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal because if I came across like, hey, I run 10 miles a day and I don't like carbs and here's my 6-pack, cool, but nobody would want to join you because pizza is life. So, you have to be realistic and be real because people are going to want to join you. So when I started, I think I tried to be a little bit too perfectionist. I have a background, I have a master's in clinical exercise physiology. And I think I tried to come across as like, hey, look at me. And, a lot of people thought they couldn't be a coach because of that. So I had to kind of change it, change the way I do things. So be real. Don't try to be polished or perfect. I want you to find that fire within you that like makes you get out of bed and makes you excited to work this business and put that into making your new post. Whether like I said, you don't want anybody to hate themselves, you want to help other moms. Maybe they're going through postpartum depression. Maybe like I had that to the 10th degree. It was horrible. I struggled a lot and I just constantly said yes to more things and put more on my plate. And I literally had like a borderline mental breakdown in last year, 2017. So I want to talk about that and I want to be there for that mom that's going through that same thing. So with sharing your story, it's helpful that way to be able to help people. I have anxiety. I was a dog mom when I started. Maybe your story is you want to connect with people that have 50 plus pounds to lose, whatever. You just have to speak from your heart. So you want to attract your tribe. So your coming out post is going to be something like, I became a Beachbody coach because blah, 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 blah. I'm so excited. My next challenge group is X date. If you want in, send me a message, something like that. So I'm actually going to share my screen because I've got a couple examples from some past coaches. So this was a post, and obviously you don't have to, this was a while ago, you don't have to like put words on it or anything, but I told her to find a photo that makes her happy. And this was her post. So I want to share something pretty personal with all of you about a major change that has truly transformed my life within the last several months. I've always been a very private person and definitely not one to throw myself out there. However, I want to share with my friends and family about what has truly changed my life for the better. After a few months of health scares and having no energy, I decided it was time to invest in myself and commit to overall wellness. I began eating clean, joined a challenge group, and gained the support and accountability to reach my goals. My personal success with this choice has even prompted me to share my knowledge, experience, and passion with others as an online health and fitness coach. No more excuses of not enough time or I don't know how. We can all reach our goals together and become the best versions of ourselves. I would love to help you feel good and reach your goals and living a full, healthy, and happy life. If you are super busy like me and need a direct and simple approach to living a healthy lifestyle, message me and I can help you through at-home workouts, clean eating meal plans, and positive support. Join me in my next challenge group that begins April 18th. I love this. I would probably break it up into a couple of paragraphs and add some emojis, but that is perfect. Then here's another good one as well. So she's talking about Project Me Time, and if there's something that you can put in that kind of like speaks to you, feel free to use a hashtag that you can use along your journey and easily use that for, coach posts or things like that. So Rachel says, lately I've been posting a lot about being a new mom, and I'm sure you noticed how quickly I discovered that taking time to care for myself was just as important as making sure my little one was happy and healthy. Enter Project Me Time. And then she said, I wanted to open my own business for a while now. I have several business ideas that I could make work, but I haven't done anything other than dream them up. I had known for a while that you are most likely to succeed at something when you feel great inside and out, but I went back and forth on my success with a lot of goals, business, fitness, health, or otherwise with my new mommy life. I wasn't feeling motivated to do anything beyond care for my daughter. I was anxious and tired and stinky, and I needed a push to get up and do something. Well, I realized that I had one sitting in my arms. I decided right then and there to do whatever I had to do to get healthy and fit so I could provide the best possible care and best example that I could for my little girl. Getting healthy and fit meant more to me than just getting the perfect body. I'm literally getting chills just reading this. It's so cute. It meant centering myself and gaining a sense of presence in every activity I did, really being there and taking pleasure in anything I could, even when my life was throwing curveballs at me left and right. Blah, 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 blah. So that's why I decided to become my own health and wellness coach, because for me, helping others achieve their goals and happiness made me happy. I'd love to be your support and help you keep you accountable in your journey. My team is starting a challenge group starting May 16th, so please comment below. Message me if you're interested in developing your own Project Me Time. Super cute, super sentimental, and just shows her story. So I just wanted to show you some examples for that. And then if you need help, reach out to your coach or post in here like, hey, this is what I was thinking. Do you guys want to tweak? Show us your photo. We can help you with anything. So use this group, post below once you did it, share a link to the URL. And we can all go check it out as well. So hope this was helpful. Let's get you launched. Let's get you into the business, and let's see how many lives you can change. Bye, guys.